I have noticed the Groyper movement, the movement that I kind of fell in love with.
I consider myself a member.
We talked about or we're going to talk about Destiny's Son. I'm sure we'll get to it. However, I've seen a lot of people who claim to be Groypers hop on the Gavin Newsom train. They're never Vancers, which I understand the never Vance. Yeah. However, I do not understand this polar shift to Gavin Newsom until more is, I guess, brought to light or more research is done on my end. The only thing that bugs me is that I don't believe that the Groyper movement is supposed to be this, well, not him, then him. In my eyes, what I've gotten out of this movement so far, and what has really, I guess, opened my eyes and where I want this country to be, is it is not a left and a right. It's not a Democrat and a Republican. It is not, it is pro-white, you know what I mean? But it's not just because this guy has a white family and this other guy is married to an Indian. I mean, I think it's more of tearing the government down as a whole, or finding that candidate that still does not sit right with me. Like, Gavin Newsom still does not sit right with me at all. How do you feel about it?
I'm confused. I consider myself a Groyper. Truthfully, a Groyper that has a life, not to use it as a pejorative, but I understand the incel part is attached to it too. Nevertheless, I'm not shitting on the movement. I consider myself one of them. But okay, so we're talking about these groyper-anon accounts that have been, for the past 3 days or so, posting all this pro-Gavin Newsom stuff. And we know Nick exposed JD Vance for the traitor and the liar that he is. We understand that if he gets into the White House, Silicon Valley and big tech, little tech have all this power, and then it goes to transhumanism, it's not good. So we know that. I'm not saying JD Vance is good at all. I think we should oppose JD Vance at all costs. However, you start seeing Groyper anonymous accounts posting stuff like this. So pro-Gavin Newsom, they compare him to JD Vance. Those are most likely going to be the Democratic nominee for president and the Republican nominee for president in 2028. This meme right here, unlimited aura, and then negative aura for Vance. So Gavin Newsom, raised in a loving two-parent household, born rich, not fat, not a fake Catholic, didn't kill the Pope. Embraces Aryan heritage, even the dog is white. This is all of his family. He has 2 white daughters and 2 white sons and a white wife and even a white dog. Compares him to Donald Trump, right in the posture, whatever. And then we have JD Vance. Mom literally traded for perks. True. Has 2 beards. That's kind of funny. Wears the t-shirt to swim. Bollywood family. I mean, you see this is family. He is technically a race trader, whatever. Okay, so that's meme number 1. Then we have meme number 2. There's a lot of these things. This account right here, I believe this is Feels Guy. So Feels Guy 2003, if you don't remember, this is the right-wing guy that ended up losing his job because he was in the Jubilee and he was debating Hassan something, Middle East Indian guy, whatever the point is. He said he's a fascist, right? So this is that guy. He said, okay, I'm man enough to admit I was wrong. We cruising with Newsom. And you see right here, this is Governor Newsom press office. This is most likely the account that is kind of promoting him. They posted a picture of Stephen Miller, who happens to be a Jew, and they put his head on a goblin. So they basically said Jews are goblins, so that's what the Groypers took it as. So they see Jew hate from the Democrats, and now they're starting to run to Gavin Newsom. Okay, here's another one. This one is from this account is called Grimaldus. Just another Groyper-anon account. It says Jews are losing their minds over Gavin Newsom posting a Groyper or reposting a Groyper. So he legit did repost a Groyper. This is a Groyper account down here saying Gavin Newsom versus JD Vance in high school, and Gavin quotes it. He says, "I miss that scarf." You can see right here, this is Young Putin on Twitter. Kanye and Nick, right, in the thing, he's posting pro-Groyper content. Here's a Nazi TikTok dancing video, okay? We have another one right here. I'll explain why I'm bringing this up in just a minute. This, I believe, is, okay, this is Young Putin, and now he's posting a Gavin Newsom presidential 2028 hat right here, #NeverVance. We have one more, and then I'll let you go. I'm sorry. So Nick Fuentes was talking about this, and he ended up kind of glazing Gavin Newsom, and we'll play this for you.
My name's Governor Gavin Newsom.
Aryan. Look at this Aryan.
From the great
Patrick Bateman.
Nancy Pelosi. I come from a state like our nation of dreamers, of doers, of entrepreneurs, of innovators that prides itself on being on the leading and cutting edge of new ideas.
That's bone.
California is the most diverse state in the world's most diverse democracy.
Chad Gavin Newsom.
Chad Gavin Newsom.
We pride ourselves on our ability to live together and advance together and prosper together across every conceivable and imaginable difference. But the thing we pride ourselves most on is that we believe the future.
If you
happens
don't like
in
Gavin
California
Newsom,
first.
you're kind of like gay. I just don't know what to tell you. Like, if you look at a
Democrats have had the
handsome,
privilege for over
sociopathic,
20
tall
years
white man
to
who
see
like
that
clearly has
future
contempt
taking
for
shape
like those around
with a
him,
star
and you don't like him
in
because he's a
Alameda
Democrat,
courtroom by
well,
the
but
name
he's a
of Kamala
Democrat.
Harris.
Like, there's something wrong with you. I don't know what else to say.
And like, I don't know if it's trolling, because JD is, yes, bad, and all of the stuff he represents is bad. His wife is an anchor baby. We want to get rid of anchor babies. I get that. Not a fan of the H-1B policy, not a fan of that whole movement, and he's very pro that. But let's not forget what Gavin Newsom really is. Yes, okay, he is a tall white man with a white family, but he's still pro-abortion. You still see California. I don't know if you brought up the statistics.
I didn't, but I did bring up a great point that who's he funded by, Luke?
That's a good question. I don't know who he's funded by. Shai, would you like to tell me?
Yep. Alex and George Soros.
Oh, who are?
Jews.
Also, too, you do have this on the slate right here. For the second month in a row, California leads the country with the unemployment rate. So we have to also talk about, too, what he did with the vaccine mandates. Shad, remind me again, what state was one of the biggest with the vaccine passports?
Texas, right?
Yeah, it was Texas. No,
Arkansas, Missouri.
No, it doesn't ring a bell. California.
California.
Something else, Shide. What is the biggest state that allows illegal immigrants into their state?
Cleveland, Ohio.
It's California.
Fuck!
Yeah, it's California.
Again?
Yeah, it's California.
God!
Who also
you said
provides...
state. I said city.
Who also...
Well, no. Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah,
Anyways, continue.
Who also provides free health care to the migrants. Something else, Shide. You can really point to anything. California used to be 98% white, and I think they're like teetering on 50% right now.
Yeah, 100%. Because why would you want to live there in the first place? I mean,
Right.
And that's, I guess...
Something else, Shide.
Right.
We talk about... I'm so sorry. This
No,
just
I
came
got
to
a
my
quiz.
point.
I got a quiz.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm going to answer the question.
Okay,
It's a quiz.
Okay. We talk about JD Vance and how Silicon Valley is like right behind him, right? And how he's funded by Peter Thiel. He's funded by all the PayPal mafia.
Yeah.
All these people, right?
Yeah.
Elon Musk is behind him. Transhumanism. Shide. Who has been the governor of California for the past 10 years? Gavin Newsom.
Fuck! No,
Hold on, Shide. Before he was the governor of California, who was the mayor of San Francisco, where Silicon Valley started? Gavin Newsom. Yes, and who presided over the creation and the growth of Silicon Valley to what it is today?
Gavin Newsom.
That's right, Gavin Newsom. So Gavin Newsom also has connections to Silicon Valley, the Groypers. Listen, some of them are... admittedly, some of them are young. Some of them are like 16, 15. Some of these accounts are ran by literal teenagers, so they don't understand. They haven't lived through the past 10 years. I've been paying attention to I'm 24. I've been paying attention to politics since I was like 10 years old. You guys have to understand, like, this guy is not good. This guy shut down mom and pop businesses and bankrupted these business owners, ruined hundreds, if not thousands of people's lives just because of COVID. This guy shut down businesses, said you couldn't go to the literal store if you didn't have a vaccine passport, but yet dined indoors without a mask with regular friends. Just, it wasn't even a point of contention. He didn't even deny it. He said, oh, I'm sorry. He was caught red-handed. This guy is not good. This guy faked a literal phone call with the president of the United States when he got caught in a lie by a reporter. Legit. And we covered it.
Remember that?
Yes, we covered it.
I'm literally on the... I'm literally
on the phone. The reservoir.
I did it like this, dude. Oh my God, am I young? What the fuck am I doing?
The literal reservoir for the wildfires that was supposed to provide water to stop the wildfire didn't have any fucking water. You are the governor of the biggest state, arguably the best state in the country geographically. You can ski and go to the beach in the same day. It's set up for you to have great success. And this guy, for the second month in a row, has the highest unemployment rate out of any state in the United States. I understand you guys want to look at race, but this guy is not our guy. He's not pro-white. This is a facade. Don't you get it? Gavin Newsom, we've been talking about this. Gavin Newsom will say anything and do anything to get into power. He would suck a cock for power.
Right.
This guy is not good. This guy's not pro-white.
Right. No, that was a great rant. And I think the other, I'll let you catch your breath. I think really what you have to do is you have to tally it all up. And you can look at it as, oh, Gavin Newsom's the guy over JD Vance because that's what's given to you. I really think this year I'm going to look towards the independent side of things. I mean, you have to make the list of what yes, he might be a white guy with a white family, and he might have.
He has great hair.
He hired what was that statistic that he hired mostly whites?
Yeah, I'll pull that up right now.
In his cabinet, or was it just in general?
It's a truth.
Anyways, I mean, regardless, like you said, he's willing to say anything to remain in power, and I think we see that especially because he went on the Sean Ryan show and kind of tried to facade himself.
Start a fucking podcast.
Right.
And
he
nobody
started
watched.
a podcast. I mean, all these things. You go down the list. He was pro-vaccine. He was pro-mass migration.
Pro-mass migration, that's right.
He was pro the BLM, all the BLM stuff. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I mean, like you said, he is one to facade his way into the limelight, into power, into continuing to stay relevant.
He's a snake.
Correct. Like you said, I mean, he was very pro Kamala Harris, pro Joe Biden.
Yeah, I mean,
after you saw the disaster of all that, the disaster of the mass migration, he was probably pro giving them money and giving them housing and all that. I mean,
it's stupid, bro. Here's that report that you referenced. This is right here. Newsom appointed mostly white people last year. White people made up the majority of appointments made last year by California Governor Gavin Newsom, renewing interest in a bill that would require the governor's office to release demographic data of appointees. Okay, but like the Groyper movement is seriously, I don't know if it's like a troll or not, but like this is an edit, for example, that one of the Groypers made.
I think maybe, and pause this before you start, I think it may be just advancing the shutting down of JD Vance.
I'm for that.
Correct. Because we're still 3 years out,
Yeah, it's
still
a long
3
time.
years out.
But
I think
that's the guy on the Republican side. He's right there waiting in the wings.
No, he could be. However, if he does not have a good, I guess, if he doesn't do good in the primaries, if he doesn't have a good campaign because things were shut down 3 years prior and all this stuff was brought out and we're glazing, Newsom for 3 years, and it almost forces the Republicans to run someone else. I mean,
who?
Correct, because that's what I look at. I look at
Vivek. We have nobody.
You don't. I mean, we've talked about it, I think in person or maybe over text, but I mean, I'm very pro Thomas Massie simply because of his lack of foreign relation. He doesn't take any foreign aid.
We all are, dude. We all are.
Correct. But I just don't. I don't think that Newsom, someone who is like I said, funded by George Soros, someone who has basically propped up Silicon Valley, someone who I guarantee you has ties to Palantir. I mean, there's no way that it's just JD Vance.
Has to.
I'm actually going to look that up. Go ahead and play this edit.
Yeah, here's a Groyper edit of Gavin Newsom.
On the south side, coding with a list. Shout out my best. I got sending me fees.
He's got aura.
No doubt.
He's got aura.
No doubt. Listen, he has great hair. He's a good, not to sound like a homosexual, but he's a good-looking guy. He has a beautiful family. It's white. It reminds you of how things used to be. I understand that.
From Politico, this was, I don't exactly know the year. Newsom, it will get intriguing if Teal runs for governor. He referred to him as let me see here. We'll read the article for you. Basically, he said, after all, he describes Teal as an old friend and someone who contributed $56,000 to my campaign. I've known him for years, Newsom said. This is all regarding Peter Thiel, who we talked about. Actually, confirmed gay man, Peter Thiel.
Greasy, oily gay man, Peter Thiel, who might be the Antichrist.
Correct. This is very much true.
Who didn't exactly deny that he wants human civilization to just end.
Was Peter Thiel the one who said that he has a God complex?
I believe so.
I believe so too in his book.
Don't quote me.
No, I'm going to check. God complex.
He's just a weird guy. He's a Silicon Valley tech billionaire, the head of Palantir. He's just wants to see everything about everybody, wants all this data on Americans. It's just not good. JD Vance was his mentor. It's just not good. The guy's not good.
It's just coming up with his book. Fuck, I'll look it up on Twitter. But anyways, Newsom chooses to emphasize the common ground he shared with Teal rather than their sharp differences. So, I mean, this is definitely someone that he has a relationship with, you know.
It might be
which,
a troll.
I mean, I just called it.
Do you think the whole Groyper thing is a troll? It might be a troll.
I'd like to say that it's a troll, but also I just don't think, and I mean, I watch Nick every night. Nick at Night. That's the new Nick at Night, dude.
Yeah, it is.
When you were growing up, you're watching Nickelodeon. Now you're watching fucking a neo-Nazi on Rumble.
Get in a fight with my wife, go out to the living room and watch Nick Fuentes.
Oh, isn't it
Sleeping
great?
on the couch. Yeah,
Isn't
you can't beat
it great?
Can't beat it.
I want to look up that Peter Thiel thing still. So
Yeah,
continue
go
to
ahead.
riff.
I mean, yeah, I just don't understand. Like, Gavin Newsom presided over Silicon Valley becoming literally what it is and how powerful it is. He didn't exactly put any regulations on Silicon Valley. I feel like it's all a charade. It's just the Democrats and the Republicans serving the same master, quite literally. I don't think that there's going to be an anti-Israel pivot from him. I think it's just going to be a big charade. I think it's going to be placating and pandering. Now, they're going to end up pandering to young white males, young Groypers. That's how it's going to be. It's kind of sad to see we're being pandered to. I would like policies to benefit us, not just Groypers, but just young Gen Z men in general. Our unemployment rate is 7%. It's not good. We're not getting jobs after we graduate from college that everybody forced us to go to. I would like to see policies that actually benefit us.
And that's the other part of things that really scares me is we voted for Trump. We were duped. And then the first thing I really think, and it was before we even found Fuentes or really paid attention to the Groyper movement or anything, the H-1Bs. I mean, right out of the gate when he was it December?
Yeah, back in December, I believe.
Yeah, when he just came out of nowhere and basically stated that he was pro H-1B.
Terrible.
We were going to have these mass migrations that never happened.
Or happened.
Correct. We see all around the Republican Party that they're pro H-1B. Like I said, immigration, deportation numbers are in the toilet. Now you're coming out and saying that, you can keep the hospitality workers and the farmers for the cheap labor aspect of things. It just doesn't sit right with me that we're trying to prop up our country again. Whether it's, making it white or not, that's not really what I give a shit about. But I mean, I think just making it, I know. But I think just making it, comfortable to live in America regardless, for Americans. That is what I care about. I know, dude, that fucking picture of him is ridiculous. That's where I stand as someone who, I guess, it's not the pro-white side of things, it's the pro-American. So I really don't care what you look like. I don't care what you look like as long as you're a hard worker and you do your job and you were born here. You are an American citizen. And I'm not discussing anchor babies. That's just where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. But that's also where I'm at. I mean, I'm not the fool. I mean, I'll sit here and I guess give my 2 cents on the Groyper movement. I mean, I am in. I don't agree with the NFL hate. I can't get behind it. I love football.
We'll talk about that in a second.
I'm very torn on the abortion topic, but that's not even coming, from the Groyper side of things. That also is the Charlie Kirk, the far right, or just the right Catholic mindset of things. I'm just not there. I just don't think that you can convince me that if I was to have a daughter that she was raped, that she should have a rapist baby. But that's an argument for another day.
I don't think that's a majority opinion.
No, it's not a majority opinion, but it's opinion that you hear from the far right. I mean, it's the opinion that you hear. I mean, I don't necessarily know if Matt Walsh has ever said that. I know he's covered a lot of abortion topics just to kind of, debunk them.
Yeah.
But I know I've heard Charlie Kirk say it. I know I've heard Michael Knowles say it. I know.
But also, too, that is less than 1%. It's very rare.
Correct, but that is still a movement. That's still a movement. So, but I'm not full fucking glazing Gavin Newsom when he's inside the DNC and right outside they're literally performing abortions. Like,
here's the thing
that is the other problem.
That is true. Here's the thing that I did just see. and I think it is a troll. I'm not going to put this on, but I'll read this. It's from another Groyper account. It says, since most of you won't get it, Nick Fuentes is going to do this up until including the midterm season next year to make the RNC lose their minds over polling until they give him what he wants. Troll for the ages. It's probably true. It probably is a troll. We probably just fell for it.
Well, and that's what we just called, though. I mean,
we did say it could be a troll. But, I mean, listen, if it is, genius strategy. Hey, happy birthday, Nick Fuentes, by the way.
Happy birthday, Nick
Happy
Fuentes.
birthday to the Groyper King. We love you. We love you. Thank you for red pilling us. Thank you for, well, you didn't red pill me, actually. I found you after I got red pilled. But thank you for just continuing. I send you to friends. I send you to family. It doesn't work.
God, do you get hate for sending them to friends and family?
Oh, I know. Family members look down on me.
But
friends
they just
haven't
don't listen.
talked to me. I know they don't. And that's the thing. Friends, realistically, I haven't lost a single friend because of this that I know of. I post you on my story. I've outed myself many times. I'm probably on a CIA, FBI hit list. It don't matter, but I'm all in. So thank you for everything. You're very intelligent, not to glaze.
Glaze, it's his birthday.
The most intelligent political commentator, the best political show on the internet, just
Correct.
Anywhere in general. I'm just so... I love it. I love everything you say. Not a single thing I disagree with. You are an inspiration. I love everything. In fact, I've told my fiance that I will be marrying in like 5 days. I said I'd vote to take away your rights in a second. She goes, me too. You can have them. I said, God bless it.
Isn't that great though?
I
Like
know.
we both have women that I've literally made mine sit through a Rumble show.
You make her sound like a pet.
I mean, well, she wants her rights taken away. I mean, that's the best part about it is you have a little. I don't want to say, because the word that I'm going to use isn't really the best.
You're going to say the N-word?
No, not yet. We're not on Rumble yet. No. But like I wanted to use the word submissive, but I don't know if that's the word to use. But like open-minded in sitting there and saying, oh, and I'm speaking for her. She doesn't know a whole bunch about politics or which way or the other. And you could sit here and say, oh, the Jews run the media, and she'll laugh about it. But then when you really bring the statistics and say, hey, the Jews run the media, she goes, oh, you make a good point.
Yeah.
Rather than just being one of the, or take your rights away. I mean, mine just wants Quaaludes and fucking a vacuum. Like if I
try not to speak for mine, but yeah, go on, continue.
No, I mean that was pretty much it. I mean, she
isn't
knows
it
where
crazy?
she stands.
Isn't it crazy though how all women have a factory setting that they could just revert to?
Oh, and shut down immediately.
Yes.
You could be right here. You could be going, and then factory reset. I mean, like that.
Factory reset, the hard factory reset of the traditional gender role. It's fascinating, and it's something that should be talked about more and more. Okay, like we had she had her bridal shower. Okay, we got a ton of gifts. One of the things we got was a KitchenAid. So guess who's baking cookies all the time now? All of a sudden, her, bro.
Fuck. In an apron?
Yes. I bought her 2 aprons.
Oh!
I said, put the apron on, nothing else. She smacked me, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's
We'll
boring.
get there one day. We'll get there one day. But the point is, it's like they have a factory reset. If you give them the means, if you actually provide, or make an attempt to provide, it's going to come out well for you.
Do you think what percentage of women do you think that would be?
All of them, bro.
No,
even the
I don't
radical
think all of
feminists.
them.
Yes, listen.
I don't
she
know
never
all
used to
of
clean.
them.
Not to talk about her. She's not going to see this. She won't watch. Hopefully, fingers crossed. She never used to clean her room. Now that we have a condo, bro, she's cleaning the fucking thing all the time. She's yelling at me. Why didn't you clean the toilet? Why are there streaks? I said, I don't freaking look at the toilet.
I think that is something to be said. Not to cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
There is something to be said on how women live when they live with their parents or when they live by themselves.
Yeah.
But then when they move in with their respected,
factory reset.
Yeah, with their partner, with a man. I mean, it really is a factory reset.
Also, too, this is.
Wait till she becomes a mother, dude.
Oh,
then it's
dude,
a whole nother story.
I know. We'll see how far.
Then it's a whole nother story.
I'm gonna try to keep the goalie there. I don't know how far or how long I'll be able to do that though.
I could be in the cuck chair in the corner.
Oh, Lord
you on,
have mercy.
Cheering you on.
Speaking of women, though, this is the 105th anniversary of the 19th Amendment.
How many women do you think know what that is?
None of them, because they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. It's just so crazy. Why? Why do we allow these people to vote? Newsflash, if you don't know what the 19th Amendment is, for all of the dumbass women, I don't care. You could just fight me on it. I don't care. Let me be the target.
I'm not fighting
I'll
you.
stand
Your
in front,
name's on the
I
show.
will
We're trying to get monetized.
We are monetized. Not this show. I will stand in front of your big ass and take all the arrows. Listen, women, you don't need to vote. You don't know what's going on. You vote for the lady in blue or the man in blue or maybe even Trump. Maybe you voted for Trump because you thought he would protect you from the migrants that might rape you. It's false. He's keeping them here. He wants cheap labor. You don't understand the economic factors. You don't deserve the right. You should have the man vote. And let that be that. I don't care if you get educated. I don't care if you have a job that's just a bullshit Excel job. It's like Jewish daycare and they pay you 6 figures. Like, I don't understand. Your jobs are fake. Everything you do, most likely, if it's in the workforce, is fake. Name a female CEO. Name a female CEO.
Anyways, now's a good time to switch to our sponsor, BetterHelp. If you need therapy, they're out the window. Blue Chew probably not going to happen.
Blue Chew would love us.
Blue Chew might love us.
Blue Chew would love us. But like they used to call me a misogynist when I first started this podcast, and I wasn't a misogynist. I am a misogynist probably now, arguably. They shouldn't be allowed to vote. They shouldn't be in politics. They should not even talk about politics. I hear women talk about politics beside Anna Kasparian and maybe Megyn Kelly. Shut the fuck up. Candace Owens. Shut the fuck up. You don't deserve to be able to talk about politics. You shouldn't vote. You belong in a kitchen. She belongs in the kitchen. Think about it.
Make me a sandwich.
Make her seriously. Make your husband a sandwich. Your husband and your 4 kids. Yet you leave them at home and you're tweeting about Nick Fuentes 24/7. You're DMing him and you're talking all this shit. It's like maybe you should be with him. Go back to your family.
Oh my God! Speaking of the Candace and Nick, dude. When he said,
I'm on fire.
Wait till we have, I know, and I just slowed you down. Wait till we have hate sex and we both get naked and we're both transgender, dude. I laughed hysterically. I was watching it in my bed with my fiance.
That's nice.
And I literally was shaking the bed. Like, you ever laugh like that when you don't want to wake them up and you're just like belly laughing, like shaking? It's so funny. It is so funny. Are you live tweeting against a female?
I'm live tweeting. I'm just talking about getting down with not voting in 2028.
Fuck yeah. I think the other problem is too, and it's 100% a fact. I know that without my significant other's pay, we would be under we would go under. I mean, that's the sad part about where we live today is we're just not in a generation that we can be all right with, a single pay household,
Isn't that so unfortunate?
It really is.
It's very unfortunate. I
think back to those times, and I think that's, it's a great point to make. You belong in a kitchen, and you take away your rights and do whatever, and raise the kids. And that's not even like the misogynistic side of things. You can get pissed off at the women all you want. I think the way I look at it, and I'm not trying to save face or anything like that, but I definitely do think that there's. I definitely do think that there is it's been a very big shift, I guess. Look at your grandmothers or your great-grandmothers who maybe, never worked or didn't do anything serious, maybe a little bit of side money here and there, but it was the steel workers and the labor people that were the labor guys that were bringing home the money.
Well, Shad, they're all dead now because the jobs killed them and the jobs went overseas, and the remaining jobs that we have are working by H-1B visas or migrant labor.
But you know what I'm saying?
I understand everything you're
point,
saying.
Like, I mean, that's truly, because I guarantee you, I mean, yours, mine, all of them, if this was to take off and we became, single income because we're paid from the show, they'd stay at home. They'd go to a book club together, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, she loves books. Why do they love books? I love books. I love to listen to them,
like
though.
books.
I can't read them physically.
I like books.
But it's just crazy. I don't know. Not to go on that tangent, but we just did.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the country was so much better when men were voting and only men were voting. You know what I mean? I mean, you go back. They only got bank accounts in the 70s and ask every one of them, how many student loans do you have? How much debt do you have in student loans? Almost all of them. It's upwards of 6 figures. They don't make good financial decisions, most of them. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. It's just in their nature. They like to spend, and God bless them. They're second class. So, it is what it is.
Right.
And I've told her that before, and most of the times I don't get any pushback.
What year were they able to get, what year were they?
I thought it was the 70s.
1974 was credit cards.
Yeah, credit card bank accounts.
Yeah. That was, I wasn't
sure. That was a
if
mistake.
I mean, tell the fucking debt that I'm in. Yeah. Anyways, back to the slate. Let's get back on track here.
We have. Sorry about that.
And this is another one that we're going to go back and forth.
We are going to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, so this started with a Matt Walsh tweet, and he specifically was talking about the NFL, and this sparked a lot of controversy. And I'll read Matt Walsh's tweet first, and then I'll read Myron Gaines'